Hi, I'm Toby. I work at Bentley's garage in Brookwood, and today I'm going to show you how to change a wheel on a vehicle. Okay, if you have a puncture at the side of the road, you'll need to access the tools from inside your boot. In the boot, under the carpet, you will find the tools you need: a wheel brace, hook, and a special locking device or security lock nut for this vehicle. You will also need a jack, which will be in a compartment like this, usually labelled or identified as the tools. And then we have the jack. Okay, first things we're going to need to do is to undo the wheel bolts on the car, making sure the weight of the vehicle is on the ground and the handbrake is fully applied. You then take your brace. As long as the wheels have been tightened correctly, you should be able to apply pressure and release the nut. We also then have the last one, which you'll notice is different, which is called a locking wheel nut, which this special key fits over and release. Okay, at the moment I've raised the vehicle up on the ramp just to make sure that you can see where the jack locks into, but you need to find the point where this slot and this unit line up. Wind the jack to the vehicle, making sure that the slot engages on the car. You then take the wheel brace, which has a hole cut out, and the hook. Fit the hook into the brace and then make this into a turning handle. And now we're going to raise the vehicle up until the wheel is slightly off of the floor. And now we can see the wheel is off the floor and we're able to remove the wheel from the vehicle. Okay, now with the vehicle supported and raised, we can now remove the wheel. Starting with the locking bolt, wind it out by hand, keep with the tool, and we can remove the others. You can now remove the wheel from the car, and if you have a spare in the boot, you can now fit it, or if you don't have a spare wheel, as some vehicles don't these days, you can take this in another vehicle to a tyre centre to be repaired or replaced. With the other wheel that you now need to put on, lift it to the vehicle, securely holding underneath, lift onto the centre hub, turn until you locate all your bolt holes have lined up. Just screw a couple of the bolts in to start them, to make sure that you're not crossing the threads and that the wheel will be secure and safe. Wind them in, giving them a little tug at the end just to snug the wheel into place. And then finally the locking tool one, and again a snug into place. We can now let the vehicle down off of the jack, and then we can check with the brace that the wheel nuts are all nice and snug and tight before you carry on your journey for safety. For this, we want the weight of the entire vehicle on it, so you don't risk pulling it off of the jack and injuring yourself, and also that we know that the car is then secure on the floor and can't go anywhere as it's held by the handbrake. So take the wheel brace. You want to achieve almost another quarter turn out of each wheel bolt to make sure they are nice and snug and tight before continuing your journey. Okay, and that is how you change a spare wheel at the side of the road.